Here we have a novel little stereo from the 80s. 85 I believe this one was manufactured. It's the Panasonic Stereo Music System SG-X10. And it houses a turntable, a cassette deck and a tuner. It's not a bad little bit of kit. Not particularly loud for stereos of that era. I had some back then that were much louder than this and better build quality. Although this one isn't too bad, the actual unit itself. And as you can see, it's got a built-in radio, which has a FM and AM tuner, and on the AM you've got medium wave and long wave, and that is at the moment on medium wave. Not going to get much better signal than that, to be fair. Long wave is probably even worse. Something earlier. Not sure where now. Wow. I've got too much electronic gear on in here that will interfere with it anyway, to be fair. Is that something? No? Oh, there you go.
Our correspondent John Kay is in the region's capital. It was here at the prosecutor's office in Faro that a brief statement.
So there you go, you can actually hear a radio station on long wave.
In German. Listen, that won't happen, I know. But you go,
that's medium wave.
Interesting. Well, they've been atrocious, and they're still within the chance of top four. So that's right. They're still better than a lot
of as good as it's going to get, I'm afraid.
How big is this game?
And FM. And when you're in FM, press that to get to mono, or leave it out for stereo. And that's the radio. Nice tuning dial. Well, it's not like the old aluminium dials from the other decks of that, well, the eras just before this one. Here we go. Turntable. I'll play a little bit of record, but not too much because it will definitely trigger YouTube's algorithms. And you don't have to turn the radio off, although you can by pressing that. But if you left the radio on and then put the needle on the record, I'll play a few seconds of this. Used to love this record. Well, I still do, but used to play it a lot. That's a tune. And then you can obviously leave it to play, and the needle will return back to, or the arm will return back to its holder. And then with the tape, you can either play it in place or you can bring the deck out. And because this is my mate's music, I don't mind letting it play for a bit, because this won't or shouldn't trigger any of YouTube's algorithms. What I'd recommend, whenever you're playing a tape, always rewind it a little bit first. Well, I didn't do it myself that time, just to make sure it brings up any slack, if there's any slack in the tape, so it doesn't, the tape deck doesn't chew the tape up.
While drifting with the current like a sailboat on the lake, sometimes feeling wide asleep.
And the tape deck's still playing okay. and that's a metal tape as well.
Everybody looks so strange on the English village green.
Speakers, well, what can you say about speakers? Of all the speakers I've come across in my days, they've got to be the cheapest speakers from such a well-known brand that you can think of. They're basically glorified cardboard. And they're, I believe, they're 8 ohms. Glorified cardboard. You can't even unplug the cable out the back of them. It's moulded straight in. So 10 watts nominal power and 15 watt peak. But they do the job. They sound reasonable. I've heard worse, to be fair. And they're not in too bad a condition. I've seen worse. And it's not a particularly powerful unit, but it's reasonable for anybody who just wants to listen to a bit of music and they've got nothing else to listen to. It's a bit of noise coming from the volume control, but I may look at that one day. Not sure if this will pick up in stereo or not.
Nature's child with a strawberry smile goes skipping down the forest lane, where a golden disc in a turquoise sky sends a shimmer through the oak tree shade. And she spreads her wings like a butterfly in the shadows of the bluebell gate. She climbs above the treehouse to a place where she can dream, as a carefree girl in a summer swirl goes floating up downstream. She counts the hay on a lazy oak tree bough.
Oh dear. As you can see, the mic works. You just can't control the volume of the mic itself, apart from turning the volume up and down, but it doesn't separately control the mic from the whatever you're listening to. But it's better than nothing. And you've got a 5 1/4 inch jack for headphones as well. It's a tight little unit, does the job.
She gazes at the wooden floor, blue hue she's never seen.
If you search for a video called Sunshine Over Rita on YouTube, you'll be able to find my mate's YouTube channel. And I'll leave that information in the description down below. Oh yeah, I meant to mention, remote control. Yeah, you guessed it. It doesn't have one. So everything is controlled by your fingers, whether you like it or not. So you have to get up from the sofa to change the record, or to change the cassette, or to turn the volume up and down even. But there you have it. Thanks for watching anyway, and until the next one, hope you enjoyed it. If you do, click subscribe and like, by all means, if you don't mind. And obviously if you didn't like it, click the dislike button if you have to. Anyway, until the next one, thanks for watching. Bye.
Mother Nature's child with a strawberry smile goes skipping down the forest lane, where a golden disc in a turquoise sky sends a shimmer through the oak tree shade. And she spreads her wings like a butterfly in the shadows of the bluebell gate. She climbs above the treehouse to a place where she can dream, as a carefree girl in a summer swirl goes floating off downstream. She counts the hazy buttons on a lazy oak tree bough. She doesn't care for yesterday, she just lives for here and now. And the sun shines over Rita, oh the sun shines over her. Yeah, the sun shines over Rita, orange sun shines over her. At the woodland floor through you she's never seen. She sinks into the memory of a song kissed village green, where the children brave and make old and the colors catch the eye, and the happy face is smiling through the ribbons as they fly. And the sun shines over Rita, oh the sun shines over her. Yeah, the sun shines over Rita, orange sun shines over her. Open by cathedral bells that whisper through the breeze. She loves to watch the skylark soaring high above the trees. A wild imagination is a thing that sets her free. And I must admit that Rita is a little bit like me. And the sun shines over Rita, yeah the sun shines over her. Yeah, the sun shines over Rita, orange sun shines over her. Yeah, the sun shines over Rita.